MBC Prime has decided to withhold the name of the establishment for now, but it is a micro-lending operation in the city, otherwise popularly referred to as a payday loan company. And the missive to the employees last week reads, quote, "Good day team, this is not being done properly. Effective today, if this is not adhered to, there will be serious consequences. The hourly productivity tracker, which you will be responsible to complete daily with everything you do, at what time you did it, must be detailed as explained in our meetings and emails." The memo went on to list the items which must be recorded, which includes clients whose loans are approved and not approved, accompanied by an explanation, time taken to record contact logs, calls made, to whom and the time taken, lunch hour and break, and most notably, at the very bottom of the list, quote, "any activity which took up your time during the hour." This has caused quite a stir within the organization, where this new policy has been equated to modern-day slavery to an extent. We sought comments from trade unionist Claude Paul.
I think companies have a right to look at mechanisms that could measure productivity of their workers. I mean, that's a management responsibility. However, in this case, this appears to be something like a movement register, and it can approach what, in our culture, in our situation, can be interpreted as being ridiculous. Because if somebody goes to the bathroom, for example, do they have to record this? And depending on how long they spend there, and so that I think while we accept management has a responsibility to track movement of workers and so on.
MBC Prime was also in receipt of this, an example of a productivity tracker log by one of the company's employees, inclusive of phone calls made during the day and bathroom, coffee and lunch breaks, as well as the amount of time spent on those breaks.
While we accept management has a responsibility to track movement of workers and so on to ensure that people are producing to the best of their ability, I think in our context, there needs to be a lot more preparation of employees for that thing to be able to fly. And when you implement measures such as this in our culture, which is somewhat laid back, not that we are not productive people, but we have a different orientation, it can fly in the face of what we are trying to do. And our legacy of being a controlled society, control measures like this, tends to rub people the wrong way.
Now, the CSA's General Secretary says policies of this nature make the case for people-centered change management through consultation in order for employees to buy into the initiative.
The cultural differences and the nuances, that's why I believe that we have to recognize that not all measures that are imported from outside are easily adaptable in our circumstances. And so if that's the intention, is to track each and every minute of the day, I'm not sure that is the right way to go. I believe in the completion of tasks and judging people on the output that they do, not on how they spend their day, but rather on the accomplishment of a body of work or a piece of a task given to them.
Such a measure, Paul concluded, may be applicable in the US and Europe, for example. But in the Caribbean, the CSA's General Secretary notes, it would raise suspicion given the region's history of tight control over the peoples by foreign entities. Miguel Fevrier, MBC Prime.